Use some braiding hair that I had left over, because if you're not saving your braiding hair, what is you doing? You better be saving it. You can use it for all kind of stuff. Braided headbands, girl, all kind of stuff. So hold on to your braid hair when you're done with it. Don't toss it. Don't be trying to be quick to give it away. Oh, I don't got no need of it. You never know. You never know. Hey y'all, welcome back. It's your girl Alicia Nikki Lee. What it do? We are 3 days away from my book release birthday party. I said it right. It's written on a board, and you know that I am putting this event together to celebrate the completion of this book. Has been 2 years in the making, and I put myself in charge of decorations and party favors and the venue. But I mean, like, all of that, right? I'm treating myself, right? So in here, this is one of 4 packages that I have. This package was supposed to come this morning at 8 a.m. It delivered last night at 8 p.m. I was so shocked. I didn't know what to say. Just grateful. So in here, we not only have party decorations, but we have party favors and the bag. So yes, I opened one thing, maybe 2 things, but come check it out. Okay, so where should we start? This here is the package of balloons. It's the pink mix. So it has some different colors of pink, and this has some confetti inside of this one here. We have the balloon stands. This is where the balloons will go inside of, and this is the base. We'll put it together and, you know, stick up and, you know, all of that. Now we're getting into our party bags. I bought some sparkling butterfly clips. It's 50 in here with 10 different colors. Some little clear accessory type bags. I have some other hair accessories coming, and they're really tiny, like beads that you put on the braids, like wrap around the braids. So this is adhesive. Can't really see. Yeah, I believe this is a pack of 200. This bag here, organza bags, I thought it was bigger, but when I tried it yesterday, because the other thing I have is some different size cloth clips, and I did this last night, so I was like, I wonder if the organza bags are too small for it, but it fits. This is the biggest claw clip, and it fits here perfectly. And I thought that it would be big enough to fit all of the accessories, like the hair clips, but it's not, unless they get these small bags. So yeah. All right, so let's get things going for this party. So I'm Alicia Nikki Lee, and I recently published my 2nd children's book, and in honor of doing so, since I became an adult, a mother of 4, my birthday has been looking a little bit different. Hey girl, what you want? What you looking for? The charger? Okay. So I got to this point where I was like, well, what am I gonna do to like gift myself? Because one year I didn't want anything. I couldn't think of what I wanted, and I created this braided crown. And then some years later, I released a hair braiding course that became a bestseller in 2024. And now this go round, I'm celebrating the completion of this children's book because it has been 2 years in the making. I wrote the book 2 years ago, and I have let doubt and fear of not knowing how to properly illustrate, because honey, if you want a stick figure with a cute dress over top, call me. Call me. Okay? So I was in my own way. I was in my own head. I was like, I don't know, God. I don't listen. I'm gonna need the monies. I said, Lord, listen, I'm gonna need the monies because I don't know what I'm doing. And I don't know how to, I just don't know. I just don't know. So I'm trying to see, do I want to do 2 clips in here? So I'm pretty much so what I've decided to do, since my book is about a butterfly with brown skin, okay? It's a butterfly family, but my main character is a beautiful, bold butterfly. I like the idea of 2 clips if it's a little one, because I think there's, yeah, if it's a little one, they should probably get 2. So we kind of got like 3 sizes: a small, medium, large. So I think with the smaller ones, let me see, do we have enough for 2 in the bag? Yeah, we got enough for 2 in the bag, and then that'll just, it's 12 pieces in total, and we're gonna figure it out. But in honor of my character, who is a bold and beautiful brown skin butterfly, yes, I said brown skin, yes, because that's what she is. So in honor of her, she is known for turning regular hairstyles into magical creations. So I have always looked at hairstyles as a way of expressing yourself. I also love, I've never been, but I always wanted to go to a hair show where they are literally turning hair into art. And I just think it's fun. I just think, like, why not? And it's not that you have to walk around like that. My daughter's in the background, forgive me. She ain't gonna let me talk. And that's okay. That's okay, as long as you can hear me. But I've always been a fan of that, and that is truly how I see hair. I see it as a way of expressing yourself, and I also think that with hair strands I created, with braiding hair extensions, I braided a whole braided crown. I don't know if you can see this. I braided some decorations that's gonna go with the party. And so I was just thinking, like, well, what kind of decorations do I get for this book release birthday party? Because I just so happened to gift myself with the completion of this book for my birthday this year. So we are prepping for that book release birthday party. And so I am looking forward to it. And so I have the decorations going. And for party favors, I was like, you know what? Because I have not done a birthday party for myself since I was younger. And yeah. And so I was like, well, what kind of party favors do I get? So I was like, well, if she's a stylist, if she's a braider, go ahead and grab like some hair accessories. So that's what we did. We have 12 pieces of clips, so some 2 different kind of big claw clips. We have some tinsel hair clips. It was like 12 in a 12. It's a 12-piece pack. We have some shimmering butterfly clips, and I actually have some regular ones, so I might add, it depends, but I like the shimmeriness of it, okay, because when my girl Bailey, that's the character, when Bailey does hair, honey, it shines, it sparkles and shines. So I think the rest of the hair accessories are coming in tomorrow's shipment. And so I'm looking forward to seeing what all of that is about. I thought these little organza bags was going to be a little bit bigger than this. What is this? it was supposed to fit all of they were supposed to open the bag and stick what they wanted in here. But it's cool because how many come in here? It's 50 of these in a pack. I'm so excited, girl. But anyways, I'm looking forward to this party. The book is available on Amazon. I will leave the link. And it's for any young girl with coils and curls who loves braids or just loves the look or want to even achieve the look. Practice makes perfect, you know? And honestly, when you're working with the skill, you may not ever think that it's really perfect because you're always going to want to work on it, you know? And that's how hairstyling, that's how braiding hair was for me growing up. People would come to me, like my family, family and friends would come to me and say like, can you do this? And I would be like, I'd shy away. So I'm like, listen, I'm not licensed. I don't know what I'm doing. And they'll be like, I believe in you. And so their belief has helped me on my journey. And so I dedicated the book to the curly girls out there, the coily, curly girls out there that, you know, is a fan of styling their hair their way, just like Bailey. And to the personnels, my family, my friends who allowed me to play in their hair. So stick with your girl. This party is 3 days away. So we got to get it in, girl. Right, so just to make this a lot more interesting, I have some questions I have some questions that I want to answer for y'all as we bag up these clips. More than likely, we're going to bag up these clips and bag up these fringe. Oh my gosh, it's not fringe. It's called the hair piece tinsels. And it's pretty much a clip that you clip into your hair, your natural hair, girl, whatever you want to do. And bring a little sparkle. You can cut it and make it whatever length you want. See my home girl right here? She actually has braided hair with tinsels, and I was able to curl her ends. Her hair has been in for an entire year, fun fact, but she will be one of my models for the book release. And so I'm not taking her hair down until that party is done. So you're gonna be seeing her, okay? Question number 1, what does this book release mean to me personally? I'd have to say that this book release, I recorded the entire process from me just thinking, me just getting the idea on it, to me trying to make sense of it. And what I received from that alone was the fact that it ain't even about me. Like, in all honesty, because I am a believer in Christ, I'm not gonna be for everybody, but I want those who are also believers to know, or at least just want to put out there that this ain't got nothing to do with me. Like, I'm cool with just being the vessel, because when I know that I'm just a vessel, it makes things less complicated because I'm able to take the me out of this event. While I'm gonna be the one hosting this whole thing, nobody asked me to put this on. This is something that came to mind. My birthday was on the 1st, and I'm doing this event 7 days later because I usually treat myself, if I'm working on a project, I'm usually treating myself to a completion of a project. So if I know that I could possibly complete a project, especially something that anything I've had related to hair braiding, 9 times out of 10, anything pertaining to hair braiding. I'm gonna give you the very first example. This was the very first project that I did, and I gifted myself because I couldn't think of what to do for my birthday. It was gonna be my first time sitting it out. Nothing was wrong with me. Everything was great. I just didn't have a desire to do anything, and my siblings came together and was like, girl, we're gonna do something. We're gonna have a little family game night or something. And they came over to my house and we just chilled. We enjoyed each other. I enjoyed them. But I was working on this. And it was so overwhelming to me because I didn't know what I was doing. But the thought came to my mind and I was like, I want to try that. I want to see if I can do that. And that's what I just used some braiding hair that I had left over, because if you're not saving your braiding hair, what is you doing? You better be saving it. You can use it for all kind of stuff. Braided headbands, girl, all kind of stuff. So hold on to your braid now when you're done with it. Don't toss it. Don't be trying to be quick to give it away. Oh, I don't got no need of it. You never know. You never know. But that was my first project, and I was so happy when I completed that. And on my birthday, I was done with it because I had challenged myself to complete it in time for my birthday. And so it was done in time for my birthday, and I didn't have any plans, and so I took pictures with. The next thing I did was I launched an online hair braiding course called the Ultimate Hair Braiding Course. I told myself, after just time of just battling with the thought, I was like, going through postpartum, as in just having baby number 4, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, I know what I registered my business for, but it has not been working. Like, I just told myself once and for all, my baby number 4 was like, he was about 8 months. Yeah, he was about like 8, 9 months. And I called my mom. I asked my mom, like, can you watch the kids for the weekend? I have something I need to do. And sure enough, she was like, yeah. And my mama watched my kids for an entire weekend. And I booked a hotel at a Marriott. And I recorded as many videos as I can do, as many tutorials as I can do pertaining to braiding hair, whether that's braiding with your natural hair or braiding with hair extensions. And I loved that. And I was so sad because I'm like, I underestimated how it can take time to complete that. And I said, I don't want to leave this hotel with at least showing how I braid my hair with the extensions, because I'm not always in front of a mirror. I have lived in a war zone where, what luxury, you know? And I'm not about to be standing on my feet like I had to learn to close my eyes, or I face forward and guide my fingers with the party. And though it might not have been perfect, it still got the job done. Because I feel like if you can tell, if I'm doing a 2-layer braid style and you so close to my head, like if you can see that the back layer parts are crooked, that's on you. You too close to my head. Okay, girl? So, yeah, so I had a lot of doubts, a lot of fears with a hair braiding course. And I was like, okay, let me treat myself. Get it done. Get it done. I booked that hotel in October. I said, listen, my birthday's in February. I need to have it published in time for my birthday. And that put pressure on me, some good pressure. I needed to stay focused and consistent and disciplined. And January 30th or January 31st, I got an email saying that the hair course had been published right in time, because my birthday is February 1st, so that was right on time. I did not know. So when I was in the process of filming, I said, I just need to help one person. I just want to help one person. If I can help one person, I'm good. because I can't worry about, like, I can't worry too much about other folks. I got to worry about who my God needs me to serve. I'm not for everybody. And though that might have hurt, you know, growing up with this entrepreneurship or growing up without understanding of entrepreneurship, it'll make you feel some type of way. But that hair course became a bestseller 2 years later. And I was able to get a different variety of thank you for helping me to girl, this is so basic, and I'm cool with the comments because it lets me know who my audience was for that course. And this book that is at the time of you watching this, my second children's book has been released officially. And when I tell you, I did not have a vision, and it irked me so much. I did not have an idea of the front and back cover, being the illustrator that I never thought I would be. I never thought about illustrating nothing. So the fact that I got the idea, received the idea of what the front cover should at least be, I got to work, and I only got like 3 hours of at the very least 3.5 hours of sleep that night. And it was cool, okay? It was cool. It was worth it because I didn't know that I knew I would be publishing, but I got to work. And I was able to get her published the next day. And so this book, while she is a fabulous, beautiful, bold, brown skin butterfly with a passion for hairstyling, hair braiding, there's two sides of why this book is important to me. While this book release means a lot to me. For one, Bailey herself is a representation of what it means to embrace your doubt, embrace your thoughts that might rise up on you and tell you, I don't know if I'm capable of this. We're not always going to feel confident. But in my personal life, in my personal childhood moments, I was that way. And there were the people on the other side who would be like, the people who asked me to do their hair, they were the ones pouring life into me and telling me, like, pretty much, I hear what you're saying, but I believe in you. And sometimes you gotta borrow some faith, you gotta borrow some belief, because it's like, if I'm not able to see it for myself right now, clearly they seeing something in me and I don't know what it is right now, but I'm gonna hold on to that. I'm gonna use that to get me up out of my own head, pretty much. And so when people would say that to me back then, I never really understood what I didn't understand, girl. I was just like, listen, I'm telling you, I don't know what I'm doing. So from the other point of view, this book release is important to me because it is an example. It is my testimony, shall I say. It is my personal testimony, and I know without a shadow of doubt, I could not have done this in my own strength. I had given up so many times. I have turned the other cheek so many times, girl. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm a stick figure girly. I used to love to draw flowers and butterflies back in the days. If you know what a stick figure look like for a human being, imagine a stick figure version of a butterfly. That was me, girl. That was me all day, every day. Stop playing with it. All day. Every day. For real, for real. You heard me? Like, on some real deal stuff. But yeah, this was my own little testimony. And honestly, it's nothing little about it because it was a mental thing. It was a mental thing. And I constantly had to pray for strength. And that's nothing to be ashamed of. It's something to be humble about because you understand, like I understood, oh, this ain't finna happen like in my own strength. And so, girl, I had to fast. I had to fast. Do you hear me? 3-day water fast type stuff. It was not easy. I thought of all kind of food. I wanted coffee with beignets. I wanted a baked potato, girl. I wanted all kind of stuffs. All kind of stuffs. So, and more importantly, I just hope that I can inspire one young girl. One young girl who got the coils, who have the curls, who might be permed currently, but someday they turn out to be naturalistas. I want to encourage them to just keep going, because as long as you are learning how to style and braid your own hair, you will be able to be in a position where you can help others, whether you've dreamed of it or not. But it's about how can we help others in this lifetime, you know? And I don't know. Like that's just how I feel. So.